then. Bye.
All right, everybody, keep it going for Vanessa Don. All right, you're coming to the stage right now. Put your hands together. This is Ponch, everybody.
Hey, thank you. Keep it going for Vanessa, everybody. Vanessa, I relate a lot to your set. My dad also stole my identity. Yeah, my name is Ponch, which is short for Poncho, and even shorter for Alfonso. But I'm the third one in my family. So my dad stole my identity and my grandpa's too. Which is messed up because I asked him, like, Dad, why'd you name me after you? He's like, is our name really important? It comes from like a cool line of like heroes or something. He's like, no, mijo, it's just because back in the day, you used to have to pay for the name. And well, I wasn't that rich, mijo, so I have to recycle it. Turns out he was just recycling my credit, Yeah, my credit is so bad that like now I try to ask for a glass of water, and they're like, you're gonna have to put down a deposit. Which sucks, because, I've been trying to build my credit up, but they don't care. They don't care that my dad stole my credit. But I don't blame my dad, he's just misunderstood, right? Like, he did the best that he could. Like everybody was calling him an anti-vaxxer and an anti-masker a couple of years ago, in like the height of the COVID pandemic. And I was like pleading with him, right? I was like, Dad, please get vaccinated, wear a mask. He's like, no, mijo, I'm not a snitch. I'll never get vaccinated. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, mijo, one time I wore a mask in a bank, and well, I did 5 years, mijo, I'll never wear a mask again. They've been rehabilitated, that's what he said. But yeah, that's just my dad, he's misunderstood, right? Like, I can't do normal stuff, like take him to brunch, right? The other day I took him to brunch and I forgot my credit card. So I was like, Dad, I'll Venmo you, He's like, no, mijo, I'm sorry, but I don't do Venmo because that's also a snitch. I'm like, how was Venmo a snitch, Dad? He's like, yeah, mijo, one time I paid my friend for something with an 8-ball emoji and a snowball emoji, and they said I violated my parole, mijo. It's bullshit. That's just my dad. I just brought him out to Seattle recently. He loved it. His favorite thing was electric scooters. Anybody like those? Yeah, my dad loves those. He's like, mijo, these are the best thing ever. They're super cheap. They're super convenient. When you're done, you can just like park it in the ocean. Who gives a shit? I was trying to explain to him. I was like, Dad, they don't have catalytic converters. Stop trying to fucking steal it. But everything has a catalytic converter, mijo. It's on our family crest. No, but catalytic converters, man, like, what's up with that? Right? Mine got stolen recently, and my dad got pissed when I told him. He's like, how could you, mijo? Everybody knows you take your own catalytic converter off when you go to the bar, mijo. Don't they have a catalytic converter check? And he's right. They should do like, you guys remember when they used to do the radio faces that would come off? Right, back in the day on your Honda Civic, right, put it in your pocket. They should do the same thing with catalytic converters. Just disconnect that shit and take it inside, right? It's not their fault, it's mine for being an idiot. It's my fault. Not just kidding, victim blaming is bad, you shouldn't do that. But anyways, you know what else is bad these days is ads, right? Anybody else here hate ads? Right? They're getting ridiculous, man. Ads are getting so ridiculous that they're at the point where, like, even on a phone conversation, I've had ads. Anybody else? Seriously, I was on the phone with my dad the other day, and I was like, Dad, I heard Grandma Val, she's in the hospital. How is she? He's like, mijo, the doctor said, if you want to know what the doctor said, mijo, you should subscribe to my Patreon, mijo, because it's going to be a good episode. The worst part is that I actually pay, like, monthly, right, to, like, have no ads with my dad, right? But still, every time I'm talking to him in the middle of a conversation, he's like, mijo, if you want to save 10%, enter promo code, I wish you had been born a girl. That's my dad. Yeah, he said he wished he would have done a gender reveal party for me when I was born. He's like, it wasn't a thing back in the day, mijo, but if I could do it, I would totally do it. The way I would have done it is, like, I would have got one pink or maybe one blue bullet and shot my fucking brain out, mijo. Because, man, that tough. But anyway, that's my dad. Now I love him to death. But sometimes he's a hypocrite, right? Like, he fat shames me and he's fatter than me. Right? Anybody out there? Mijo, you should, I don't know, maybe switch from beer to White Claw, mijo, because I'm pretty sure you can't see your penis, right? That's what my dad told me. I was like, Dad, I couldn't see my penis. Like, no, mijo, I know you could smell it, but can you actually see it? So I did. I switched to White Claws. They're my new go-to drink. Right, that's a bad guy drink, right? Anybody else? I feel like White Claw, they're not that bad. My favorite flavor is potpourri. You guys ever have that flavor? Oh yeah, it's a good one. I think Febreze is getting into the hard seltzer game now. I'm excited for their version. But anyways, yeah, that's my dad in a nutshell. I'm very similar, man, and it's hard to like be in Seattle and not be like, you know, on edge all the time. I'm from LA, so there's a lot of gang violence, and I grew up in a gang neighborhood, right? And like, I know it's like, it's hard to let go where you're from because like just recently I went home to LA for Easter, and I was just like running around the neighborhood like, hey, happy Easter. And they're like, fuck you, dog, it's happy Wester over here. Right? Yeah. Ridiculous stuff with these guys, man. Right? Like I know now like what toxic masculinity is, because I saw it growing up, you know, but we called it little man syndrome. Right? Right? That's what it is. It's like a little chihuahua trying to fight the pit bull all the time because it's insecure. Right? But it happens all the time. Just the other day in LA, I saw this guy trying to fight the D. That's the bus line, if you guys didn't know. He's like, fuck you guys. You guys think you're bigger than me? Bus, I'll fuck you up right now. You're not going to pick me up, I'll show you. Right? Anyways, that's living in LA. I'm trying not to sway, so tell me if I'm moving a lot, okay? Because I'm too big, and I think at this point I'm going to, cause some seismic activity. No, I mean, I have a lot of like fat jokes because, I'm fat. But before I used to be super shredded and I couldn't do my fat jokes. They were saying I was appropriating obesity, So I gained weight again so I could do my fat jokes. But it is hard to lose weight when the bank is a hater. Anybody have this problem? Yeah, man, just the other day I was like trying to make a healthy choice, right, at the restaurant. And then the bank called me. They're like, hey, fat ass, you canceled your card. Somebody's trying to buy a salad. All right, thank you guys so much. My name is Ponch.
All right, everybody, keep it going for Ponch. And coming to the stage right now, keep it going, keep the energy up for Jay.